Hi, everybody, and welcome to meditation practice. This is week 13. So after this week, there will be 2 more meetings. As always, of course, your attendance is not mandatory, but I will be here at 9:30. Actually, I log on at 9 o'clock if you have anything that you need to discuss with me for the next 2 weeks. So I will be coming through week 15 to offer you some time and space to meditate. Thank you all so much for your generous sharings in your posts. I enjoy reading them every week, and I hope that you are not offended if I don't respond to your posts. Most of them I think I do, but it's really remarkable for me to be able to listen to the effects of these practices on your lives. And I sincerely hope that you can continue to keep these practices in your wheelhouse so that you can navigate this crazy journey that we're on called life. Those of you who have practiced with a friend, I'm so interested to read your reflections, or a family member, and I do encourage all of you to give that a try. That is one of the sad things about meeting online, is that we don't get to experience the energy of meditating with others. But if you continue just to practice on your own, that's really great as well. So I'm going to share the screen right now and go to our D2L page just to let you know what's up. Oops, kind of moving over here a little bit. Okay, so let's see. Okay. All right. Okay, so today we're going to explore the Buddhist method of meditation called Mahamudra. This is going to be explained in a video, okay? And Ashaya Rinpoche will lead us in a little meditation. So we did talk about mudras. In Hinduism are hand positions where you are sealing the flow of energy throughout your body, kind of recirculating it, so to speak. So Mahamudra is a way of meditating to kind of seal those energies within the self. And remember, when you meditate, it doesn't matter if you see signs of progress. It's always going to be beneficial. It's important to have patience and perseverance. Someone did post in their reaction to their practice last week that they feel like the meditation has gone from being a task to a routine. And that was such a beautiful thing to read. It's my hope that meditation and other kind of self-cleansing practices can make its way into your daily life, like brushing your teeth, for instance, going for a daily walk, things that maybe you think, oh, I don't want to brush my teeth, I just want to go to bed, or I really just want to stay inside, it's so cold, it's so chilly. But when you finish, you really understand how beneficial it can be. And of course, meditation takes absolutely no equipment. So it is important to understand that the nature of reality is emptiness. And Mahamudra is a meditation procedure that focuses on the nature of mind, an innate blissful gnosis or knowledge that cognizes emptiness in a non-dual manner, or the supreme attainment of Buddhahood at the culmination of the tantric path. Okay, so there are some live links. I pulled that from Wikipedia. It was the most simplest explanation I could find. But essentially, when you are practicing this type of meditation, you practice not moving from your natural presence of awareness. You try to practice not seeking, at the same time, not objectifying, and not fabricating any states of mind. There is an attempt to stop all effort altogether and simply rest in the moment, Rest in the great peace of natural awareness. So in a moment, I'm going to click on this link and go to the videotape of the explanation and the meditation. It's about 26 minutes long. Following that, we will do a practice of Yoga Nidra, the yogi deep sleep, lying on your back. The transcript of the video is in the text below the video itself. I will turn on the closed captions, but because of the accent of Rinpoche, sometimes it's difficult to determine what exactly he's saying. So in regards for the work for the rest of the semester, please post a reflection for this week's practice after you watch this video. And then that's the last weekly post, but please do consider the work in the course and how it has affected you, and post a final reflection on how or if meditation has shifted your awareness in daily life. There is a live link to here. It's the end of the course, self-evaluation, meditation reflections. I will continue to offer these meetings on Thursday mornings, Tuesday mornings next week and the following week through week 15. If you have enjoyed these and you want to keep the recordings, I believe that you are able to download them from the cloud. Otherwise, they usually stay up for approximately a semester, and then they are erased permanently. In addition, there's a film that came out about 10, 15 years ago called What the Bleep Do We Know? It's a kind of a controversial film. It has to do with quantum physics and consciousness, but there's some really interesting things in it. It's a full-length feature film, but you can watch it for free on the internet. So that might be kind of an interesting thing to do, maybe over Thanksgiving break. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and listen to Rinpoche. Okay, I actually have it in another window here. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to close off me and
Subject of the teaching and meditation is Mahamudra, according Giluk tradition. We call also Gandhin tradition. Some people maybe haven't heard Giluk Mahamudra. And yes, we do have a wonderful Mahamudra teachings, very profound teachings. The Mahamudra practice, according to Giluk lineage, is direct one. It was come from Buddha Shakyamuni, then to Manjushri, the lineage. From Manjushri to Lama Umapa Pawa Dorje, he was a guru of Lama Jetongkapa. And then gradually come down to the first Panchen Lama, Losang Chuji Jelsen, and then come down to current up to now, until now, it's unbroken lineage we have, and very unique practice. And So there are different levels of Mahamudra. First of all, Sutra Mahamudra, Tantra Mahamudra, 2 levels. And the Sutra Mahamudra also has 2 levels, Samatha Mahamudra and Vipassana Mahamudra. At this point, I was requested to talk about Vipassana Mahamudra. And because the Samatha Mahamudra is quite common, especially in the Kagyu tradition, and there are a number of books, and you can find them. And Samatha Mahamudra teaching according Kagyu and Gilu are more or less same or similar, I should say similar. And the Vipassana Mahamudra is different. So this is why I'm talking here, Vipassana Mahamudra. And Vipassana Mahamudra is also known as a Madhyamika and Uma Chenpo, Tibetan word. Uma Chenpo means great, Madhyamika. Lama Tsongkhapa himself used the term Uma Chenpo instead of Mahamudra. Then the first Panchen Lama, Losang Chuchi Jeltsin, he compiled root text of Mahamudra and auto commentary by his own commentary. So there's lots of details on Mahamudra teachings. I have received this teaching from my gurus. And so this time I will explain a little bit. Vipassana Mahamudra, Tibetan word is Laktung. Laktung is extra or additional seeing or experience. So usually when we do Mahamudra meditation, we meditate on the mind. The subject is the mind, the object is the mind. The subject is coarse mind, the object is subtle mind. So it's like mind to mind, according Theravada Buddhist Vipassana meditation. There's a word called mind to mind, body to body. Okay, kind of like that, mind to mind. So here is the object is the mind. And now I should actually say the literal meaning, Mahamudra. Okay, Mu is shunyata, emptiness, Mu. Dra is a liberating quality. And when you experience shunyata, Mu, emptiness of the mind, then your mind will be liberated. And this is the great one. This is why Maha means a great one. Very famous Indian Buddhist philosopher, Master Ayadeva, said in his 400 verses, Uma Hijaba in Tibetan, said, even slightest doubt, or when you have a doubt or some inquiring mind about shunyata, that is marvelous. That inquiring mind of shunyata will eliminate or destroy your samsara, like you're holding chopping knife and chopping down vegetables or chopping some material. So this is an example, very beautiful and powerful. So here, meditating on the mind, and you focus the mind on the mind. But here now, Vipassana Mahamudra is meditating on emptiness of the mind. Okay. So first of all, I should say a few words about the mind. What is mind anyways? So mind is consciousness. And we have primary mind and secondary mind and mental factors and so forth. I'm not going to go into all this detail. And you can study text, Pramana, Vatika, and Abhidharma, and Madhyamika, and so forth. So according Prajnaparamita Sutra, states mind doesn't exist within the mind. The true nature of the mind is clear light. Okay? So when it says mind doesn't exist within the mind, and that means when you look at the mind, you cannot find the mind. And on a level of inherent existence, you cannot find. That's why mind doesn't exist within the mind. True nature of the mind is clear light. So more you meditate on the mind, you experience the nature of the mind is luminous and clear light and spacious and stillness. Okay. So the Tibetan word for this, Semla Semachi, Semjirajin Sawa Wo. This is from the Prajnaparamita Sutra. Semla Semachi, Semjirajin Salva Wo. Okay, Semla Semachi means mind doesn't exist within the mind. And Semjirajin Sawa means nature of the mind is clear light. So now when you meditate on the mind, look at the mind, and you can't find mind. It's like you peeling the onion, keep peeling, nothing left. All you have is the onion, but there's no seed, there's no solid substance. Okay, that's another one example. And the true nature of the mind is clear light. Clear light here referring emptiness. It does not mean some kind of bright light like sunlight, moonlight, or torch or flashlight. And emptiness. Okay, so now I will explain the technique how to meditate. According in Gandhian tradition and Giluk tradition, first of all, you meditate on emptiness of personality, and we call Kanzaki Datme, okay, emptiness of personality, and emptiness of the mind. As the Buddha said in the Heart Sutra, form is emptiness, emptiness is also form. There is no form other than emptiness, and no emptiness other than form. Likewise, feeling, perception, mental formation, and consciousness. So consciousness, emptiness. Emptiness is also consciousness. There is no consciousness other than emptiness. There's no emptiness other than consciousness. Okay, so you, first of all, you sit on a cushion comfortably, meditate, and you do mindfulness breathing, and we do 9-point breathing exercise, and do samatha mahamudra, and observing your mind. Your mind is observing the mind. It's called the resting the mind in a natural state. So you sit down, resting your mind, resting the mind in a natural state. So resting is, the word resting is very important one, because our mind is restless, as you know, and always thinking, asking questions, this and that, busy. And your mind becomes so restless and thinks so much, and your mind is exhausted. So that's why we need to do resting the mind. Just like the body, when the body is tired, you need to rest, right? You sit down or lie down and so on. Like that, resting the mind in natural state. Why natural state? Unfabricated and unaltered mind. Just be here and now in the present moment. Just be resting the mind in natural state. Try cultivating calm abiding mind, or not intentionally. When you're sitting, resting your mind in a natural way, natural state, then calm, abiding mind is happening naturally. So that's the foundation. Then you do Vipassana Mahamudra. Now here, so you observe your mind. Okay, look at the mind. And you don't see the beginning of mind, you don't see the end of the mind, and you don't see the mind right now, right here in front of you. And only you see is the subject of the mind and the awareness. Your mind is the awareness and knower and cognizer. That's all you have here. You to know that. And you see now where is mind. You see, you experience some aspect of emptiness of mind. And what we call the dawn of emptiness of the mind. And then suddenly some thoughts come, right? And you see, oh, this thought, that thought. But that is your mind, right? But that thought already came, not here. You cannot see the mind. And in other words, your mind, the subject mind and object mind cannot be same time, cannot be simultaneous. They don't exist simultaneously. You only see the second moment of the previous thought that is already arising. Okay, so that's previous thought now, and that's okay. You see that, and then it's gone, but no longer holding. Just let it go, and stay in this moment, in this moment. And then naturally, awareness is of the mind is here. Awareness is here, and stillness is here, and spaciousness of the mind is happening, and some level of emptiness is happening. Experiencing a little bit. This is you focus the mind on that, and this is Vipassana Mahamudra. And then now that's the mind, right? Focus the mind on the mind. But then what about I? What about the self? I am the person who's meditating on Mahamudra. I'm the meditator of Mahamudra, right? Where is I or self? Same way you look at this I. Okay, so now your mind is the subject, the object is I. Okay, where is I? What is I? Not so much about where is the I, but what is I? Or what is self? Okay. I or self or me, all those different labels, right? It's the same thing. What is self? What is I? I is only the concept of I. Self is only the concept of self. There is no self other than the concept of self. There's no I other than the concept of I. It's all label. We're imputing the label of self and I on this form, upa, this body. And we got this habit of doing this. It's there. Now, is that wrong? Putting the label of I or self? No, nothing wrong. It's not only you do have to put the label I or self in order to communicate on a conventional level, right? Nothing is wrong. As long as you are not grasping onto self and I. So you don't grasp on, as long as you don't grasping on self and I. This is the point. So when you meditate in this way, your grasping mind of self and I will be subside, gradually become less and less. You only have the concept of self or I, or nominally, and you function yourself in this life, in this world, this way, dependent arising and emptiness, both at the same time. The Lama Tsongkhapa advice, one should meditate on emptiness, dependent arising, both coexist. They do coexist. There is no emptiness without dependent arising. There's no dependent arising without emptiness of self, right? So now going back to the meditation, so you observe self on me. There's no self on me. Where is self? There's no self. It's like you are imputing the label of a car and machine, car, let's say Toyota or whatever, or Honda or Hyundai and Kia, whatever. Right? So you input the label of car, and you have all the parts of car, engine and wheels and transmission and etc., etc. And you input the label and made in Japan or made in Korea, and then it becomes a car. And when you take them all apart, there is no Toyota or Hyundai, just parts. Like that, our own person or self, it doesn't exist when you take them, when you meditate on, you investigate by intellectual mind. This kind of meditation is, type of meditation is known as a analytical meditation. First, we have to do analytical meditation when we do meditation on emptiness of personality. Analyze, and but not too much analyzing. You analyze, then you stop and make closure. You say, okay, now I experience glimpse of emptiness of self, or I, or emptiness of mind. But at the same time, on a relative level, there is mind, there is consciousness, there is I. I'm the one who's meditating, I'm the one who's creating good karma. So you make the closure this way, and brief explanation on emptiness of the mind and person, and Vipassana Mahamudra meditation according Gilum tradition. So I like to lead the meditation on resting mind in the natural state. So I would like to ask everybody sit comfortably on meditation cushion, on a chair, keep your back straight, and so resting your mind in a natural state, which means your mind is in the present moment and here, right here. And do not go to the past, do not go to the future, and only being here in this very moment.
Okay, deepen your breath. Feel yourself coming back into your body. Open your eyes. Okay, so meditating on emptiness. Let's do a little bit of stretching. I'm gonna sit on my cushion while I'm stretching. Feel free to go ahead and stand. Now stretch your legs maybe. Let's do a little bit of twisting, maybe just hanging over to one side, hanging over to the other side. Maybe folding forward, letting your head hang down. If you're standing, feel free to do this as well. Lift your head from side to side. Slowly come back up. Intertwine your fingers, take your palms up. Look up, take the scapula into the back, and just go ahead and shift the weight to the right and to the left a couple times. Maybe let one arm drop and really reach over to one side. So looking up, so you open the chest while you're stretching the side. Coming all the way back up with both arms and leaning to the opposite side. And then coming back up Okay, so now we will arrange ourselves in a comfortable position for Yoga Nidra. So for Yoga Nidra, you do want to lie on your back, and it's nice to have perhaps a cushion underneath your head. Okay, and a blanket or another cushion underneath your legs. So lying something like that. Cats are optional. Sometimes the cats will come and sit on your tummy, and that's kind of nice. So with your cushion, you don't want it on the shoulders, but just go ahead and shift around a little bit. Do remove your glasses if you're wearing them. Avoid crossing your ankles, avoid crossing your wrists, and avoid crossing your fingers. It's recommended to have the arms alongside the body, palms facing up. You can also rest your hands palms down on your low belly, but because we will be lying here for about 20 minutes, avoid excessive weight of having one hand on top of the other. And while it doesn't feel like that's going to give you too much weight, it actually will. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen to give you a more interesting image to take a look at. Okay, let's see if this will pull up here. Yeah, here we go, and view this full screen. Okay, you can take a look at a mandala by the psychologist Carl Jung. So I will lead you in a Yoga Nidra practice. Shift your weight. Make sure that you are comfortable. If you can, shift your weight just a little bit so that you're even 10% more comfortable. It's worth it. And be comforted that at this time, everything is okay. Nothing else matters right now. You have nowhere to go and nothing to do. You're here to simply feel your body and to listen. Sometimes in this practice, we go in and out of consciousness, and it's difficult to maintain a connection with all the words that are being spoken. This is fine. Allow yourself to go in and out of conscious hearing. The deepest part of you, your core self, is always listening. Whatever your experience today, this practice will still work. There is no way to do this wrong. Simply listen without trying too hard. You are in a safe environment, a protected space, a held space. Come into stillness now. Remain still for deep rest and deep nourishment. Feel your natural breath. Feel your breath flowing through your body. When you inhale, say to yourself the number 54. When you exhale, say to yourself the number 54. Next, inhale, 53. Exhale, 53. Continue to count backwards on your breath until you reach the number 1. If you do reach the number 1, or if you lose track, simply return to the number 54. Inhale and exhale. Go deep inside now. Go deep inside yourself to notice your heart's longing. What does your heart desire? Create a sankalpa, an intention, an affirmation based on your heart's longing. Something you can accomplish in the next 6 to 18 months. A positive statement in the present tense as though it's already happening. For example, rather than I will be relaxed or I will not be stressed out, state with feeling something like I flow through life with ease and peace. I am relaxed. Come up with your own intention, your own sankalpa, and state it 3 times as though it is already happening. Notice the rhythm of your breath. Notice the rise and fall of the chest and belly as you breathe. Now let your consciousness move through your body as I guide you. When I mention a body part, allow yourself to deeply relax that part of your body. Then move on to the next when I prompt you. Bring your awareness to your right thumb and deeply relax your right thumb. Relax your right index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and small finger. Relax the palm of the right hand, the right wrist and elbow, right shoulder and chest, right side body, hip and groin. Relax the right knee, right ankle, sole of the right foot. Relax the right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and small toe. Bring your awareness to your left thumb and deeply relax your left thumb. Left index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and small finger. Palm of the hand, left wrist and elbow, left shoulder, chest, left side body, hip, and groin. Relax the left knee, ankle, sole of the left foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and small toe. Relax the whole left side of the body. Relax the whole right side of the body. Relax the belly, the chest, the throat. Let the forehead smooth. Relax the crown of the head. Rest and breathe, sensing all these points. Your body is like a cosmic space filled with the light and energy of a field of stars. Your breath is like a wind emptying and filling the space. Lie resting and breathing, allowing your breath to pass in and out without effort. Let your mind be filled with the sensation of these points and the feeling of each breath. You are the inner witness, relaxing your body, breathing, and mind. Now imagine your body becoming heavy, very heavy, and sinking into the earth. Your body is heavy and sinking. Your bones are heavy, your limbs are heavy, head heavy, and torso heavy. And now imagine your body becoming light. So light, like a bubble floating up into the sky, like a cloud floating among the other clouds in the clear blue sky. Your body is light. Again, imagine heaviness. Feel the weight of the body. Let it be very, very heavy. And now imagine lightness. Let your body be floating, weightless. Go between the two feelings on your own. First feeling heavy, and then feeling light. Back to heavy, and back to light. Now feel both at the same time. Imagine a blank screen in front of your eyes at the forehead, like a movie screen. As you watch the screen, you may see colors, patterns, shapes, and images. The more you allow yourself to relax, the more you will see. These are the imprints of your subconscious mind. Notice the images and let them go. Notice now where your body is in contact with the surface that you are lying on. Be aware of the point of contact and be aware of the space between your body and whatever it is resting on. Notice your hands. Notice the palms of your hands. Notice the skin of the palms of your hands from your wrist to your fingertips. Notice the lines on the palms of your hands. Now notice your face. Bring awareness to your face. Notice the skin of your face, the skin of the forehead and the cheeks. Be aware of the lines on your face. Bring your awareness to your eyes, to your eyelids, to the place where your eyelids meet. Be aware of the space between your lips. And bring your attention to your breath. Notice the inhale and notice the exhale. Become aware of the soles of your feet. Inhale from the base of the feet to the crown of the head. Exhale from the crown of the head to the base of the feet. Inhale from the ankles to the crown of the head. Exhale from the crown of the head to the ankles. Inhale from the knees to the crown of the head. Exhale from the crown of the head to the knees. Inhale from the hips to the crown of the head. Exhale from the crown of the head to the hips. Inhale from the navel to the crown of the head. Exhale from the crown of the head to the navel. Inhale from the heart center to the crown of the head. Exhale from the crown of the head to the heart center. Become aware of the space between your eyebrows and rest your breath at the eyebrow center. Now rest your breath at the throat center. Rest your breath at the heart center. This is the center of your emotional well-being. Allow your breath to bring healing energy into your body and your mind. Remember now your sankalpa, your intention, the positive statement you set at the beginning of this practice. Say it now as though it is already happening. Feel the truth of this statement. Inhale it into your body and let it fill every cell. Deepen your breath. Become aware of the space around you. Be aware of the quiet calmness of that space. Touch the tip of your thumbs to the tips of your fingers. And gently begin to move your fingers and your toes. Your arms and your legs slowly coming back into consciousness. When you are ready, gently push up to sit. Feel your breath like divine light. Open your eyes. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed these practices today. I'll be back here next Tuesday morning and the Tuesday morning following that, and I look forward to reading your posts. Have a beautiful day.